What's up, guys? Emster Knows Hoops back today with another video. Really quick, want to thank you guys. We have hit 700 subs. We are at 710 subscribers. I know for a fact we can hit 800 by the end of this month, aiming for 1K by the end of the NBA playoffs. So, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Today, we are talking about the Denver Nuggets, who just had a big win against the Boston Celtics, the best team in the league on paper. The Denver Nuggets are 43-20, one game out of first place, third in the West, seventh in half-court offense, eighth in half-court defense, and if we're just going overall, they're 10th in offense and defense overall. Guys, this team is unbelievable, and honestly, in a West that has managed to somehow get even more competitive, they still look like the team to beat. So let's get into why this Denver Nuggets team should still be your favorite to win the Western Conference. And the first thing we're going to have to talk about is Jamal Murray. And the perfect right-hand man, at least, that's affordable or, an actual option for a Nikola Jokic at averaging 21, 4, and 7 on 48 from the field, 41 from 3, and 86 from the line. But first, we're going to talk about Jamal Murray, the playmaker. I think Jamal Murray as a playmaker, passer, facilitator is very underrated. So we're going to get right into it, right? So coming up here, you're going to see they're going to run a little little loop around action, right? He's calling MPJ, no, just go over. Gets the switch, basically, of Reeves and Hachimura. Fakes it out, kicks it back out to MPJ, right? It's just these little things, right? Because you got to have someone other than Jokic help us initiate this offense. All right, so Jamal comes up to help get some help for his guy. Gets a screen here from Zeke Naji. Right, and you see they're trying to force him into a certain direction, and it isn't really doing much, right? Continues to drive, and at this point, the whole team basically collapses. And it's a little bit of a rough pass, but that's a nice read, right? Again, I'm not saying Jamal Murray is some elite point guard playmaker, but I think he's underrated. He's not just a guy that can just work off a DHO with Nikola Jokic, right? Like, even here. And when he gets the ball, right, the team is sinking, and his recognition of that, right, because LeBron takes a second to get out. It's not so much that, right, this playmaking, it's not anything exceptional. But I think the thing is, it's similar like Chris Middleton 2 to 3 years ago with Giannis, right? Chris Middleton by no means was an elite scorer. But when he needed to do that for Giannis, his, superstar player, night in, night out, he would be able to do that. And Jamal Murray does the same thing scoring-wise for Jokic. But I think the bigger thing is, too, to have someone else also help Jokic generate offense is huge. And I think it's a big reason that this team's been so good because he's been relatively healthy. He's only missed, I think, like 15 games at the most, which, considering the past 3 to 4 years alone, the man's missed total seasons or, stretches of the season, like half a season, full season, like just absolutely out. This is part of the reason that the team just looks so dominant. It's the perfect fit for someone like a Jokic, and it makes teams have to really look so much at what he does, right? Like, let's talk about him as a scorer, right? You see Jamal sort of slow it down, right? Coming up a little brisk. Gets Jokic here, right? Gets the PNR action. Goes up against the AD. AD doesn't go up in time. Tough basket maker, right? Like, it really is like a souped up Chris Middleton with a Giannis. Like, he's just so good at making a tough bucket when you need it. And he just makes timely shots, right? So you're going to see the screen action. They're going to try trapping. Again, the value of having another playmaker outside of Jokic. Now, to be fair, obviously, he's not on the court. But it shows you the caliber of passer playmaker he is for teams like the Lakers, a hard hedge / a double the second that this man brings the ball up court. Bounces off of Cam Reddish, steps back. Reddish gives up too much space, waits, even after the jump, boom, 3, right? This is why Jamal Murray is a perfect fit for this team. And now, instead of talking about Michael Porter Jr., because I think it'd be disingenuous or lazy of me to go over, the big 3 guys that everyone mentions, I'm going to talk about Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Aaron Gordon. Now, Aaron Gordon, I know, is a more popular name now with this team, but KCP is giving you 10, 2, and 2 on 45 from the field, 39 from 3 on about like 4 or 5 a game, which is really good, and 92 from the line. And he's giving about 1.4 steals a game, right? So let's get into it, right? What KCP helps bring is a score, right? It's nothing crazy, right? Like KCP isn't really creating for himself, but it's just that ability, right? So on a team with a Jokic, right? The pick and roll action, you already see Caleb Martin's heavily leaning off his man for it. Jokic, beautiful pass out, waits, Martin jumps, wide open corner 3. Right, plays like that from a veteran guy now, 2-time champion even. He knows the plays he needs to make, right? So MPJ gets the ball back. You see the ball go to Reggie Jackson, another big player. Gets Caleb Martin jumping again. Takes the midi, right? KCP's, again, not a crazy, even great scorer, but the effort he gives. So let's look at this defensive play, right? Aaron Gordon sort of comes up here to Terry Rozier. You see MPJ sort of slide over, right? Okay, Reggie's sitting in front of Jimmy. KCP is sinking over here with Martin. And KCP here, right, closes this gap beautifully. Like, that is just tough defense. And I think it's so important to mention for someone like a KCP because as much as, you know, we say things like defense wins championships, offense wins championships, however you believe it, right? To me, having the role guy that steps up when you need it the most can really win you a championship. I mean, last year in the finals, we saw a dude like Aaron Gordon, I believe it was KCP or it was Bruce Brown, just absolutely go ballistic in a game in the finals to get the win for the Nuggets, right? Now, again, I still think they would have won that series anyways, but the idea is when you have those role guys who understand their role, are comfortable with their role, and are accepting of their role, that takes your team to the next level. And Michael Malone has done an incredible job, I feel like, of having all these guys acknowledge and accept, especially once you win a championship. I think it's a lot easier for everyone to buy in because they literally have seen it works, right? So coming up here, we're going into Aaron Gordon, who's averaging 14, 7, and 3 on 55 from the field, 29 from 3 now, and 65 from the line. Do not have Aaron Gordon shoot for the love of God. I don't know why they kind of do that, because they treat him like a Draymond Green / it's a bonus / whatever you want to say. They do not respect him from the 3-point line. Right. Aaron Gordon, though, is so good. I think the best thing about Aaron Gordon on offense is positioning. He knows where to put himself to help bail out a Jamal Murray or a Jokic, right? So Jokic here goes to Jamal, right? Gets a screen from Gordon, going back door. Draymond does a great job of adjusting, right? Boom. Great pass. At this point, Draymond's already over. Tough finish from Aaron Gordon. That's a great play to start off, right? Like, Aaron Gordon just sort of knows where to be when you really need him there. And then we got to talk about him defensively, because obviously I think the biggest asset he's brought to this team is his defensive effort. Once everything decides to work, right, so ball comes back out. Man rushes, tries to get it back to Steph, right? You see, but Gordon just picks it up a gear. Effort. That's what wins championships. All right. And then finally, I mean, we're talking about, I genuinely every other day go like, Jokic is the best in the world. Giannis is the best. It's these two guys. Jokic is averaging 26, 12, and 9 on 58 from the field, 35 from 3, and 82 from the line. Literally on the piece of paper where I wrote down like the things I kind of try and go over, I kind of go, okay, you know, these guys represent this. And Jokic, I just wrote obvious. The dude is otherworldly. Like, right, we could go into it, right? Just look at what Jokic does here as a facilitator, right? Gets the ball out to Murray, sinks under, sees that Drew Holiday switched onto him. Tatum had tagged Gordon, but didn't really see it. Again, intelligent positioning by Aaron Gordon. Wide open dunk against one of the best teams in basketball. Looks like that do not come often, right? Jokic gets the ball here in the post. You see the guys also sort of spread the floor out, make them pick their poison. Guy sort of spread over. Beautiful pass out to Peyton Watson. Tatum over commits. Easy midi, right? It's literally gravity. It's just that power of a big man that can do it all. And it's just so dangerous, right? Gets the ball out to MPJ here. Sings back, right? Got Porzingis. Pushes him back. Boom. And that's the other thing, man. When Jokic, and it's the same, honestly, it is the same thing with Giannis. Shout out to Karma from the Discord because he said this before. It's so fun when those two guys specifically get into the mindset of, I've done a lot for everyone else today. Now, I got to do something here real quick. Everyone move out the way, right? So Jokic again, right? They miss the bucket here, going in transition, right? Ball goes up to Jokic, has Porzingis, starts to push inward, does it the right way because again, now JB comes over to commit over help, jumps, both of them jump right before he could go back up. Patience. Jokic is a master of patience. I mean, just in any form or fashion, right? Again here, gets the screen action with Murray. And for some reason, right, they stick with the Holiday matchup. Like, that's the thing with Jokic. He really just can't be stopped. Like, I don't know effectively how you do it. I really don't. Personal favorites to come out of the West. Now, I do think there are a handful of teams that can beat them. But my thing is just a matter of they would have to have everything go right / work out. The Clippers, if it really works out, if everybody's healthy, everybody's playing good, the Clippers can beat them because they can keep up with their offense and they have just as good, if not a better defense. If it works out with Phoenix, if Phoenix is clicking, Beal, Booker, KD, my only issue with them is I don't know if their defense is good enough to have those stop moments. And I don't think they have any answer for Jokic, right? Otherwise, I'm pretty confidently taking the Suns in a lot of these situations. Or not the Suns, my apologies. The Nuggets. You guys, this was Enter Nose Hoops. I want to know what you guys think. Are the Nuggets the best team in the league? Are they the favorite to win the chip? Are they just your favorite to come out of the West? Let me know what you guys think down below. As always, this is Enter Nose Hoops. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Have a beautiful rest of your day, guys. Peace out.